is enough said.
Happy Wednesday, Heat Nation! Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Guys, I would appreciate the support. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. We are more than about 60 subscribers away from the big 5,000 mark. New challenge for you guys. Get me to 5,000 subscribers by Christmas. And I got a special Christmas gift for you guys that I want to do. Now, together, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Before I get started, you guys, just want to, I have this feeling that somebody needs to hear this. Remember, like I always tell you guys, if you woke up this morning not in a hospital bed, you're winning already. It doesn't matter what's going on in life, what type of tough time you're experiencing. Life is a gift. Every morning you wake up, it's a gift. Cherish that gift, embrace that gift, and love yourself. Because you can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. I don't know why I'm saying this. I just feel like somebody needs to hear it. And if I'm able to touch one person with this message, I know I did a good job. But let's get to Miami Heat basketball, you guys, because the Miami Heat have a game tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers. I've mentioned this before in previous videos, you guys. These next 5 games are going to be crucial for the Miami Heat. We already lost one against the Boston Celtics. You need to get this dub tonight against the Lakers. Now, Austin Reeves and LeBron James are questionable. I do feel that LeBron is going to play. Jimmy Butler was upgraded to questionable. So that's beneficial. We need Jimmy Butler in this game. Jimmy Butler's our guy. I know there's a lot of games where he doesn't really do much. But lately, especially this season, you've seen a very motivated Jimmy Butler. A Jimmy Butler that is engaged. So we need Jimmy Butler out there. He's our second leading scorer. He takes control of the offense at times, helping Tyler Hero. And you're going to need him in this game against the Lakers because Bam Adebayo and Terry Rozier lately offensively haven't really been there. So you need Jimmy Butler in this game. It's a home game. So I really think that the Miami Heat are going to be motivated. Spo needs to get these guys ready. But as positive as I'm being, you guys, I always like to say I ride with my Miami Heat squad. I've been riding with this team for many, many years. You see the room. Coming from a person that cuts these Miami Heat videos, I always try to stay as positive as I can. But sometimes it's pretty difficult to do that, especially with the season that we're having. Now, look, we're 9-10. We're 6th seed. This really isn't something to be complaining about. Yes, we're a mid team, a mediocre team, but at least we're not the 11th seed in the East. We're the 6th seed. I know the East isn't that good, but you still have something to be positive about. However, the expectations are high with this team because of what they've done in the past. And that's the reason why, you guys, no matter what happens, I believe in this team because I've seen what they've done in the past. 3 Eastern Conference Finals in 5 years. 2 NBA Finals in the last 5 years. Jimmy Butler has shown that when the lights are brightest and when people doubt us the most, that's when we emerge. That's where we shock the world. And people are doubting us again. Now it's the regular season. We have not seen consistency from this Miami Heat team in the regular season for almost 3 years now, back when we were the 1st seed in 2022. So it's really hard to get behind this team sometimes. So the question I'm going to pose today in this video, you guys, is are we seeing the downfall of the Miami Heat? Jimmy Butler was brought to this team when he was 29 years old, led them to an NBA Finals in the bubble, led them again to the NBA Finals a year and a half ago in the 2023 playoffs. But since the 2023 playoffs and that magic that we've captured, we have been stuck in purgatory. Last year was a horrible season. It's basically the season we're seeing this year. You were up and down, winning, losing every single game. You lost a huge game against Indiana in April that got you in the play-in. Jimmy Butler gets hurt in the play-in tournament and you lose in the first round against Boston. Get that ass whooped. So last year was a bad year. This year, it's very similar to last season. And that's the thing about this team. They seem not good enough to contend for a championship, but yet not bad enough to qualify for a high lottery pick like a Cooper Flag to change this franchise. So yes, I posed the question yesterday, is it time to make some changes? Is it time to trade Jimmy Butler? Not to tank, but retool. Terry Rozier's name has also come up in trade talks as well. He's not having the best season. I mean, he's averaging 12.5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 3.2 assists. He does have a very tradable contract, so the Miami Heat could move Terry Rozier if they see fit. But then you see what happened with Kel'el Ware yesterday. Kel'el Ware was your first round draft pick, and it sucks because tonight you're playing Dalton Knecht, who was drafted 2 picks after Kel'el Ware, and then the draft pick that was picked after Kel'el Ware, Jared McCain, is the front runner for Rookie of the Year. Now, would they have done the same thing with this team? Jared McCain and Dalton Knecht, the reason why I think you didn't draft him was because you had Terry Rozier and Duncan Robinson. You felt that you were good at that spot. Maybe it wasn't the best decision. But one thing that we blindly followed this Miami Heat team with, especially the front office, is that they've hit on the last 4 draft picks. So this was something that we believed in the roster. And then drafting Kel'el Ware, to this day, you guys, I still think it was a great idea. Kel'el Ware brings you something that you don't have on this team. Size presence. A block shotter. He has a presence down low. He can catch lobs. He can rebound. Miami Heat is one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA. But the problem with Kel'el Ware, it wasn't like drafting Jaime Jaquez or Pelle Larson. 2 of these players that played 4 years in college, had the experience, and were ready to contribute. Kel'el Ware, he comes in at 20 years old, and yes, he gives you things that you don't have. You saw it in the preseason game against Charlotte. You saw it in the one game where he came off the bench and played 15 minutes and got 3 blocked shots. He's shown little spurts of being that guy, of being a great draft pick. But he's so raw. He doesn't go to the right spots at the right time. He seems lost out there in defense. There's times out there where it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. It doesn't mean he's a bad player. It just means he's not ready yet. Yesterday it was announced that Kel'el Ware has been downgraded to go to the G League with the Sioux Falls City team that the Miami Heat have, their G League developmental team. And even though yesterday when I posted a short saying that it basically sucked, I understand why the Miami Heat did that. It's like I mentioned at the beginning of this season, you guys. We're not probably going to see Kel'el Ware get the time that we want towards the second half of the year. So Spo is sending him to the G League so he can get playing time, he can gain that confidence, and then he can come back and be a presence. I truly believe that. But when I say, and when I ask, are we experiencing the downfall of the Miami Heat, is because after the 2023 playoffs, that magical run that we had a shot to get one of the best players in the NBA, Damian Lillard. And because the Miami Heat never pulled the trigger, because the Miami Heat were continuing to play the game of chicken with Joe Cronin, F you Joe Cronin, by the way, we never got the guy. Every superstar that has wanted a trade, that has wanted to go to a specific team, has gotten their wish. Some players have done it quietly. Some players have made a lot of noise, like James Harden. But they all got their way. Damian Lillard was the one guy who said, I want to go to Miami. It's Miami or nothing. It was a 2-month game of chicken. And then Damian Lillard let up and said, you know what? I'm interested in Brooklyn and Milwaukee. And bam, he was sent to Milwaukee. Right there, that shattered the hopes of a championship for this Miami Heat team. Now, we were all positive. We were all riding with Jimmy Butler thinking he's going to lead us to the promised land. But look at the season that we had. We were a play-in team. But look what we did in 2023. So a few of us were still confident that if you had a motivated Jimmy Butler in the playoffs, we could still do some damage, especially the way the East was last year. Boston was head and shoulders above every team. But besides Boston, it was open game. Look what happened last year, you guys. Indiana, who got the 6th seed, made the Eastern Conference Finals. In my opinion, if Miami won that game against Indiana and was able to get the 6th seed, that would have been the Miami Heat. That's how close this Eastern Conference is. And this year, it's kind of the same thing. You got Cleveland and Boston as the juggernauts. then from the 3rd seed all the way down to the 10th seed, it's an open battle. So when I say, are we experiencing the downfall of the Miami Heat, I don't necessarily mean that we just suck. But the expectations are not as high this year. People are not believing in this Miami Heat team. And it's for a few reasons. We all thought Bam Adebayo would take that next step this year. We saw what Bam did in Team USA and we thought, shoot, Bam's going to be that guy. Wrong. I mean, he is averaging 15.6 points a game, almost 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.7 steals, which I believe is a career high, and almost one block a game. Very awesome numbers, but not the expectation we had. Terry Rozier, like I mentioned earlier, 12.5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 3 assists a game. Solid, good, but not what we were expecting. Jaime Jaquez Jr., last year, one of the best rookies. This year, we thought he was going to take that leap. Unfortunately, he's dealing with sophomore struggles. I know he had a great game the last game, but averaging 9.3 points a game, he is averaging a career high in rebounds, 5.7. So I'll give him that. But only 22 minutes a game. Spo's not giving him that same trust as last year. But it's also because Spo doesn't really know who the hell to play. You have this hot potato game with the roster. There is no consistency with this lineup. I still think that Spo is trying to figure it out. But 19 games in and you're still making these changes, that's not a good sign, in my opinion. I understand that you can go matchups. I get that. But not every single game. You need consistency with your lineup. You need consistency with players getting certain minutes so they can have that confidence to do their thing. Now, what do I expect from this Miami Heat team? Honestly, the ceiling? NBA Finals. Because I swear to God, you guys, I don't care what anybody says. If the Miami Heat do not make the play-in this year, if they're able to get top 6, and if they're able to stay healthy, and if Jimmy Butler looks at the NBA like, I'm going to show y'all again, I still think this Heat team can make it. But to be honest with you guys, the window is closing. Jimmy is 35 years old. This is probably the last year that you're going to get a full prime Jimmy in the playoffs. But his body is breaking down. Look at the last game where he got the knee injury. He didn't do anything. It wasn't an awkward landing. He literally just took a step. He's not the same guy. I still believe he can do it, you guys. Don't think for a second that I'm on here thinking Jimmy can't lead this team. I still believe he can. But it's going to be difficult. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. Do you think that we're currently seeing the downfall of the Miami Heat? Or do you believe, like me, we still have a shot? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much that support this channel. Thank you for everyone that comments on the channel, whether it's positive or negative. Those that bash on the comments, I still love y'all. Thank you so much for engaging. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. We're pushing the 5,000 subscribers. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said. Yeah, buddy.